No money to get out of jail. That's the basis for another bond reduction for a 17-year-old accused of killing his friend. The deadly shooting happened last month.
And the body found south of Donna Lake by a field worker. Channel 5's Kristen Colon in our studio with more.
The family of Carlos Julian Contreras, the accused killer, says they can't afford to get him out of jail. Originally, the bond was $1 million. Then earlier this month, it was lowered to $250,000. Now his bond is set at $200,000, something the victim's family is not happy about. Justice, something both the victim's family and the accused killer's parents are wanting. Today, on one side of the auxiliary court, uncles, cousins, the mother, and the brother of 18-year-old Genaro Isaiah Castillo. On the other side, the parents of Carlos Contreras, the teenager accused of killing his friend.
Family members, they borrowed money from Mr. Contreras' mother, $1,000. They borrowed $1,000 from Mr. Contreras' sister. They had, since that time, have had a fundraiser where they put together a barbecue plate sale. And the tickets that were sold to 150 people, all of whom were made well aware of the reason for the fundraiser.
Contreras' attorney René Flores says the parents can't afford to pay his bond and requested it to be lowered even further to $100,000, but the state did not agree.
Is that the bail has to be sufficiently high to give reasonable assurance that they'll show up, that they'll comply with it. On a murder charge, Your Honor, the state does not feel that $100,000 is enough to give the court that assurance.
Flores quoted other Texas cases where bonds were lowered for similar charges. He also argued the family income was not enough and would be better for Contreras to be home with his parents while being monitored 24 hours a day. And while the judge said she understood, she also has concerns about the parents because their son was, quote, out of control. The judge adding he already had misdemeanor charges against him when he was charged with murder.
That's what you're putting your parents through. You think they want to be sitting here with these issues, having to deal with you? You know, that's what you're doing that to them. And you may end up being acquitted of every single case that's pending against you. But if that happens, you were still in a place where you shouldn't have been.
Because he was charged with murder while out on bond for other charges, she lowered it to $200,000.
I mean, I know that $200,000, given the efforts that they've made, is going to be tough for them to figure out. But you know, this is a serious, violent underlying offense. And again, with all the conditions that we put on it, that'll protect society if they're able to make the bond.
Flores was not happy with the decision. He said it's still too high for the parents, and Contreras remains in custody. Contreras' parents, Alamo Fire Chief, and his wife declined to talk to us after the hearing. The victim's mom spoke to us off camera, saying her family is not happy the bond was reduced to begin with. In the studio, Kristen Colon, Channel 5 News at 6.